Good morning, class of 2020.
How y'all doing today? Let's get some energy! And of course, also the honored faculty, guests, and alumni, and all the fans watching us throughout the world right now live from the comfort of your own home.
Before we begin, we want to take a moment to acknowledge that Williams College sits on the territory of the Mohican Nation and is traditionally inhabited by the Mohawk and Nipmuc nations as well.
While writing the speech, we watched hours and hours of past convocation ceremonies, and we ultimately concluded this, that the harder the speakers try to be funny, the less laughs they get.
So don't worry, this speech will be very serious.
That's right, so keeping that in mind, we took the liberty of researching what convocation actually means.
And the best we could get was this. Convocation is, formally, a large gathering of individuals. In our case, the individuals happen to be the senior class of Williams College. It is ultimately a celebration, both a recognition of our accomplishments thus far and an anticipation of those to come.
And there is so much to celebrate, so much. Almost exactly 3 years ago have gone by since we were haphazardly herded into the 62 Center to kick off our very first night at Williams College, all wide-eyed, nervously sweating, and so very far away from home. At least that was the case for myself.
I think of myself freshman year, of the girl who wondered if she would ever find a home here, who was worried about making friends and fitting in and finding a sense of community at Williams. And part of me wants to laugh and cry and shout at her about all the dumb, reckless, stupid things she would do. I want to tell her to be patient, to slow down. I want to warn her not to only set one alarm on exam days, not to trust when the dining app promises chicken tikka at mission, and not to dance too vigorously at parties.
And to my younger self, the kid who changed majors oh so many times, there aren't enough majors, who couldn't get to class on time at all, and who as a freshman struggled so much with time management that he one time pulled an all-nighter, not just for one day, but for a whole week. And these mistakes, my friends, both the big and the small, are priceless. Those moments, that's right, those moments at 3 a.m. where I doubted whether to keep going and read another page because all the coffee in the world could not help me resist taking a beautiful and glorious nap. It's from those days where I felt I was losing, that passion, where now I find my strength to keep going forward.
Because it's the mess-ups that got us here, the missteps and the mistakes that led us to this moment, standing on this stage, looking out at a group of some of the most amazing individuals I have ever been privileged enough to call peers and friends. And I know that all of us have traveled this road at our own pace, with our own potholes along the way. But it has led us to this place on this day to celebrate the growth born from many years filled with our fair share of struggles and successes. Many of us stand on the cusp of our lives beyond formal academia, and while the journey is far from over, there is still so much to be proud of in the distance we have come.
And we can never forget this, because the fights we face now, academic, professional, personal, won't compare to what life throws at you in a couple years. When that time comes, we will be ready with our whole selves, with all of us, the best and the not so best of who we are. We are our own torchbearers, the captain of our cheer squad, the Kanye to our own very own Kanye.
So while there is much to look forward to, we invite you today to take a moment of pause. Take a breath, remember where we started, and now look triumphantly at where we are. As we dive into a senior year that is sure to bring its own unique set of trials and tribulations, we hope you can find a way to muster through them with something like a smile on your face.
Because it was a smile that brought you to Williamstown. The smile when you first witnessed how the sunlight twists and turns across the Purple Valley. And it will be that same smile you will have across your face when Maud finally hands you that funny little paper we were all going crazy for 4 years, that thing called a diploma.
And while there are a million words that could be said about this moment, and about the quietly but steadily fleeting moments together that are yet to come, we'll leave you with only these. Thank you, and good luck.